Hi everybody, my name is David. Welcome to my channel, My Yard Sale. Hey, today I want to talk about what it was like being the mall Easter Bunny as a kid. So when I was in high school, my mother must have gotten some kind of a side gig job as the Easter Bunny in the local mall down in Florida. She did it for, I don't know, a couple weeks, several weeks, and then realized that it was much more comfortable to take the pictures instead of getting in that costume and being the Easter Bunny. So somehow I got pulled into being the Easter Bunny while she took the pictures. That whole Easter Bunny gig is not exactly a dream gig. It's probably minimum wage. I don't know what it was back then. As a high school kid, I mean, it was good money for me. I made whatever I made and I was the Easter Bunny. But that gig is not it's not easy. You have that huge head that's like a million degrees inside that thing. That costume is extremely hot. And of course, you're walking around the mall, at least going from the dressing area to the Easter Bunny place, whatever the setup is where the Easter Bunny sits. It's it wasn't easy. It was extremely hot. It was actually so hot to the point where when you sit down in that Easter Bunny seat, they hook a vent pipe up to the back of the costume to pump fresh air into that thing because it is extremely hot. So the downsides of that whole situation was it was uncomfortable. It was extremely hot. It was it wasn't physically difficult because the costume was, except for the huge head, the costume was pretty light. It was like just another layer of clothes on your body. But um, so the downside was obviously that costume. It was extremely hot. It was uncomfortable. It was difficult. But the upside of that whole gig was that when you come around that corner from the dressing area and the kids see the Easter Bunny coming around coming around the corner, I mean, they just lighten up. Like, I don't know how it is today. I haven't been to the mall in a long time, and I don't know how it is for the Easter bunnies. Like, I'm afraid that probably the pervs ruined it for everybody. Um, but back then, the kids would be so excited and happy to see the Easter bunny that it was, even as a high school kid, it made me happy. So yeah, being the Easter bunny was fun. It paid okay, but more than that, I will say that it just lifted me, like not spiritually. It's not like it wasn't a an Easter religious event for me. It was more about the money and just having a job and getting paid. But in general, the way that it lifted everybody's spirits, it made me feel better. It made me feel good. I guess I don't, like I said, I don't know if they still do Easter bunnies, but if anybody could physically deal with being in that costume and the uncomfort of the costume, I think there's a benefit in potentially being the Easter bunny. Like, it definitely shows you a different side of things, of how, especially the kids love the Easter bunny. They love just the, it's not, like I said, it's not about the religious aspect of it. And it's not even really about the candy aspect of it. They just love the Easter bunny. It's kind of like Santa Claus. Like, I don't know that kids necessarily like Santa Claus because of the religious event or because of the presents. They just love Santa Claus. The Easter bunny, they just love the Easter bunny. So would I do it again? No. because it was very uncomfortable being in that costume. It was fun seeing the kids just brighten up and lighten up. Like that was good. I enjoyed that. Occasionally you would get a couple decent looking girls that would sit on my lap. Not in a weird way, but just kind of in a positive way. It's like you get 500 people that sit on your lap in a period of, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours. 99% of them are kids. Like a couple percent of those kids are screaming and crying because they don't want to have anything to do with you. The rest of the kids were happy to see you and generally pretty good. Then there would, of course, be a couple of high school girls that would come and sit on my lap, which was okay. Not in a weird, pervy way, but at least it made the whole cycle a little bit nicer. But then there was always a couple of people that would sit on your lap that you really didn't want them sitting on your lap. Like you didn't want to get squished, or you thought that they looked a little bit weird. Like, I mean, you can kind of get a feeling of what people are thinking before they sit on your lap. So, yeah, that's the cycles of being the Easter Bunny. Like I said, I don't know if they still have somebody that is the Easter Bunny or does the Easter Bunny with the costume and walks through the mall and does all that. But for me, that was an extremely rewarding and happy couple of minutes out of my life because the few kids that were so excited to see the Easter Bunny, that made it all worth it. Hey, I hope you're having a great day. I hope if you celebrate Easter, you have a happy Easter, and you have a great weekend. Thanks a lot. Bye bye. Bye everybody.